Good morning students, I am Shomajit sir. Today I am here to deliver my lecture on topic air and the compositions of air. Then I'll discuss about land breeze and sea breeze. So watch the entire video lecture to get basics out of it. This is from the chapter Natural Resources. So without any delay, let's start with the topic land breeze, sea breeze, air and composition of air from chapter Natural Resources. So let's start. So in this topic of air, land breeze and sea breeze, let's see in detail. First I'll tell you about the definition of air. What is air? See, the multi-layered gaseous envelope surrounding the planet Earth is called atmosphere. Alright, so what is atmosphere? The multi-layered gaseous envelope surrounding the planet Earth is called atmosphere. Next, atmosphere filters sunlight reaching the earth, affects climate and is reservoir of several elements which are essential for the life. So it is divided into 5 distinct layer or zones. First one is troposphere, then stratosphere, then mesosphere, then thermosphere or ionosphere and exosphere. So these are the 5 different layers of atmosphere. First is troposphere. So this is the layers of atmosphere from bottom to above, isn't it? So first layer above the soil or in the cloud, isn't it? In the sky, the first layer is troposphere. As we move upwards towards the space, the second layer is stratosphere, then mesosphere, then thermosphere or ionosphere, and then exosphere. So you can see the different layers of atmosphere. You can see the position of troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. So each layers of atmosphere has its own unique characteristics and trait. All right, so each layers of atmosphere has its own unique characteristics and traits, and you can see the kilometer range is also given. You can see from troposphere to stratosphere, it's 0 to 10 kilometer, then 10 to 30 kilometer, then 30 to 50 kilometer, then 50 to 400 kilometer, and then exosphere is above 400 kilometer. You can see the mother earth in the center, and from the earth the above it's going troposphere, then stratosphere, then mesosphere, then thermosphere, then exosphere. You have to memorize these systematically, all right, in ascending order, in the same order as it is given. Don't memorize haphazardly. So you memorize the layers. Now you can see the mother earth is given, the earth is given, then troposphere is given. You can see in the troposphere the planes and all fly, isn't it? You can see the airplanes. So it is between 20 kilometer. Then there's a stratosphere, then mesosphere, then thermosphere, and then exosphere is there, isn't it? In exosphere the satellites and all are present. Now let's see the different components of gases in air. So what are the different components in the air or atmosphere? All right, so the components and the percentage we'll see. So different components like nitrogen is present, oxygen is present, argon is present, carbon dioxide is present, and miscellaneous gases like moisture, dust, etc. is present. So nitrogen in symbol it's written as capital N2. So nitrogen value is 78.09%. all right, so the composition of nitrogen in atmosphere is 78.9%, 78.09%. all right, so the composition or the value of nitrogen present in atmosphere is 78.09%. the oxygen present in atmosphere is 20.93 percentage. Then the amount of argon present is 0.93 percentage. All right, the argon present is 0.93. Then carbon dioxide present is 0.03 percentage, and other miscellaneous like dust, moisture are present 0.02 percentage. So these are the percentage and the different gases that are present in the atmosphere. So we know that we take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. You can see the value of carbon oxygen is present in the atmosphere is 20.93. all right, Now what is the importance, or what are the importance of atmosphere? First one is role of atmosphere in climate control, isn't it? The change of weather and climate, these takes place by the function of atmosphere, all right? And next is the movement of air or wind, isn't it? Then we can see the land breeze and sea breeze, and then rain. Clear? So first we'll see the definition of weather. What is a weather? See, every moment there are changes in the temperature, isn't it? Biometric pressures, humidity, precipitation, that is rainfall, sunshine, that is solar radiation or sunlight, cloudiness, wind, direction, speed, and other conditions in the troposphere, that is the lowest region of the atmosphere. These short-term changes in the properties of the troposphere forms the weather. All right. So these are weather. These changes forms the weather. So these changes include temperature, pressure, humidity, precipitation, sunshine, or solar radiation, that is light, and cloudiness, then wind, direction, speed, and other conditions. These constitute the weather. Now what is a climate? See, climate, what is a climate? It is the average of weather of any area. The average of weather is a climate. It represents the general pattern of atmosphere or weather. All right. General pattern of atmospheric or weather conditions, seasonal variations, and weather extremes in a region over extended period. Say it about 50 years or 100 years, or at least minimum you have to consider 30 years. All right. So if you stay in a particular habitat, in a particular area, you cannot just randomly say that the climate of this area is this. At least you have to stay there for 30 years or 50 years or 100 years to say that the climate of this area is this, such. All right. So in small respect it's weather, then in longer respects it's climate. So that's why they are the and television we can see about weather forecast. We don't see climate forecast, because weather every day it changes. All right. So first is weather, then this weather pattern is seen at least for 30 years, 50 years, or 100 years. Then we can say the climate of this area is this. All right. Now you can see a very beautiful diagram I have given for sea breeze and land breeze. You can see for sea breeze the warm air, all right? In sea breeze the warm air from the land passes to the sea, isn't it? And then again it cools. And the land breeze, it's a reverse. Clear? You can see the warm air from the water moves to the land. All right. So in the sea breeze the land is warmer, and in the land breeze the land is cooler. So this is the difference. All right. You can see in sea breeze the land is warmer and the sea is cooler, whereas in sea breeze the land is warmer and sea is cooler. And whereas in the land breeze the land is cooler and the sea is summer. All right. So you have to focus here. In sea breeze the land is warmer and the sea is cooler, whereas in land breeze land is cooler and sea is warmer. Now what is land breeze? Land breeze is a type of wind that blows from the land to the ocean. All right. So what is land breeze? It's a type of wind that blows from land to the ocean. Sometimes there is a temperature difference between the land surface and the ocean, and the winds will move offshore. So land breeze usually occurs at night. During the day the sun will heat the land. All right. So during the day you can see the sun will hit the land, and at night the water will remain more of its heat than the land. So water has a high heat capacity, you can see. All right. So you can see in diagram it's given. All right. So in land breeze it mostly occurs at night, and during the daytime the sun will heat the land. All right. And at night the water will remain more from its heat than the land. Now let's move to the definition of sea breeze. What is a sea breeze? See, the cooler air from the sea meets the warm air from the land, and it creates a shallow cold front. All right. So it also creates cumulus clouds, and if the air is unstable and humid, then it will create cumulonimbus cloud. All right. So you can see This is all about sea breeze. So you can see again one more diagram I have given for daytime and nighttime. What does in daytime takes place and what occurs in night. All right, so in daytime you can see the land is warmer and the sea is cooler, because because in daytime there is a sun rays, isn't it? Sun is there. So during the daytime, due to the heat of sun or the sunlight, the land get warmer faster, isn't it? So during daytime the land is warmer and the sea is cooler. All right, so the cooler air from the sea comes to the land to cool the land. So during the night it is reverse, it's happening. See, you can night the land breeze is going on because the land gets cooler faster at night and sea is warmer. So the breeze from the land moves to the sea, isn't it? And the warmer air from the from the sea moves to the land. So you can see this a cycle is going on. So one point you have to know that the land is getting warmer faster as well as it is getting cooler faster, and the water body or the oceans are getting cool slower and getting warmer slower, isn't it? So one criteria you have to focus, that is land is getting heating up faster and also cooling faster. Similarly for oceans, they are not getting heating up faster as well as they are not cooling faster. So these are cyclic process is going on. All right. So student, you can see the factors influencing the movement of air. What are the different factors? First one is uneven heating of land at different parts of earth, differences in heating and cooling of land and water bodies. You can see that in land breeze and sea breeze. Then rotation of earth, then vaporization and condensation of water vapor, then presence of high mountain ranges in the path of wind, then differences in topography over which the wind passes. All right. So student, these are the homework questions. First question is define atmosphere, define land breeze, define sea breeze. The next question is what are the different layers of atmosphere. You have to write this serially. All right, don't make a haphazard way. Don't write in haphazard way. Serially you should write. Then next question is what are the different factors influencing the air. Then question 6 is what are the different components of gases present in air, and define weather and climate. Thank you student. This was all about today's video lecture. Here I have discussed about air, the composition of air, definition of weather, definition of climate, land breeze, sea breeze. Hope you have liked this video lecture and you have gained basics out of it. So stay at home, stay safe, and I am Shomji sir signing off for today, and again we'll meet in the next class. Thank you students.